Hello, everybody. My name is Melanie Keller. I am the Associate Artistic Director of First Folio Theater, and I am here today speaking with two of my most favorite people in the whole wide world, two artistic associates of First Folio Theater, Cassy Schillo and Wendy Huber. And they are two amazing props designers. So Cassy, I want to start with you and ask you to tell us a little bit about who you are and what shows you have designed with First Folio.
Hi, so I started with First Folio probably, I want to say like 5 years ago. And from there, we did productions such as Laughter on the 23rd Floor. And I did a couple prop designs for the Edgar Allan Poe plays. And then Gravedigger, Salvage, and most recently, All Childish Things. Outside of First Folio, I'm the properties design supervisor for Drury Lane Theater in Oak Brook. So I'm really close by, which is really nice.
That works out really well. And Wendy, tell us a little bit about who you are and what shows you've worked on at First Folio.
Well, I'm Wendy Huber. I was introduced to First Folio through my boyfriend, Joe Faust, and I started with Women in Jeopardy a couple years ago, and All Childish Things, and Jeeves recently. And I've loved doing collaborations out there.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, Wendy, back to you. Can you tell us a little bit like what is props design? Because it's an area of theater that maybe not everybody knows what it is. So what is a prop and what is props design?
Props are everything that fill the space. So what I always say is imagine your home. If you're going to move, everything that would go in the U-Haul is a prop. So it's not just the little decorative things or things that get carried around. It's all the furniture, curtains, lamps, everything that makes it a home.
Okay. And Cassy, what is something that might surprise people about props design?
So kind of what Wendy is talking about. I think what's surprising with prop design is how much it covers. It's kind of like the gray area between all of the design fields in theater. It can involve like makeup if actors are putting makeup on stage. It could involve if there's a makeshift like thing that is worn, like if they take a curtain down off the wall and turn it into a cape, that becomes a prop. Food is also a prop. Yeah, it just covers so much.
Plumbing sometimes.
Plumbing.
So you really do have to be working. I mean, like the whole production team works as a whole, but you're going to have to talk to costumes and say, is this mine or is this yours? You're going to have to talk to the set designer and say, is this mine or is this yours? So there's a lot of crossover between departments, isn't there? Okay, that is very good to know. And Cassy, how did you get into props design?
So when I was in, I want to say a sophomore in high school, I actually started prop designing at Hinsdale Central. And I realized how much fun it was to find all the like little tiny details and put them on a stage, as well as like find the research to actually put the proper thing for the appropriate time period and whoever the character is to help create that with the prop. And then I continued it in college and into professional theater.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about like the historical piece of it, about getting to like go deep on the research part. And Cassy, what about Wendy? What about you? How did you get into props design?
Same in college. Honestly, I think it started when I got really bored with building platforms. It's like, hey, what are they doing? Upholstery? That looks like way more fun. I dabbled in stage management, but that was way too linear for my brain. I think props is way more fun.
Awesome. So, okay, final question for you. You both, you won a Jeff Award together for your 2019 co-props design for All Childish Things at First Folio by Joseph Zettelmaier, directed by me. So, yay! Yay! Congratulations to you. And you have also independently designed 2 separate productions of Salvage, also by Joe Zettelmaier. Cassy, you've also worked on The Gravedigger by Joe Zettelmaier. Obviously, there's a big Joe Zettelmaier affinity here. So what I want to know for you, right, Joe? Love for Joe. What I want to know is, Wendy and then Cassy, what is your favorite prop, hard to choose, because his shows are very prop heavy, but what is your favorite prop from a Joe Zettelmaier play?
It's so hard to choose. My favorite one, I guess, would have to be from a collaboration with my teammate, Kristen Nunn. She was my prop shop manager up at Peninsula Players. We were brainstorming, like, what could we make that would bring the walls to life a little more? And one of us was like, what if we made a tingler? And the next thing I knew, she had carved this 2-foot-long tingler parasite out of styrofoam, and it was gorgeous. And then we got to give it to him the next year after All Childish Things.
And a tingler is like an evil creature from...
It was the Tingler movie. I think it was in the 50s. And all I remember is that it would kill its prey by like latching onto their necks or something.
Which most of us would be sort of horrified by, and then he received it like his cherished.
And he like carried it home on the train, I think.
And Cassy, what about you? Favorite prop from a Joe Zettelmaier play?
I would have to say mine is probably from Gravedigger. So on the wall, there's a hut as part of the set that is occupied by we find out later, a kind of retired monk. And that monk, he belonged to a monastery. In the monastery was a painting of Saint Anthony. The monastery burned down. And so in that hut, we had the burned painting of Saint Anthony. So I got to like take a piece of wood and paint a Saint Anthony, almost like religious relic with like gold leafing, and then basically burn a lot of it so that way it looked exactly right, like he would have pulled it out of a burning building.
That's a spectacular idea.
It was it's always nerve-wracking to like take something that you've put days and hours painting and then put it into your campfire, but it
turned out pretty good. I saw it. It was awesome. Well, thank you both so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to hang out with us. I hope you're both staying safe. Be well and have a great rest of your day.